Hi guys, today we are working on Tesla Model Y and we have already removed the brackets, mirror and everything. So here, as you kind of see, there's camera and we gotta remove those ones here. We already removed the bracket are just clipped in here with 4 clips. So like we can see, kind of like, like sometimes for that clips just clipped here, just 4 of them, 1 on each side, and those are bolted in. So just see here, so like 1 2 4 5 6, something like that, and this one just pops out after. That's just a bracket here, and the mirror, it's stuck here, just like that, and here's one bolt that goes in, and here's the bolt. So I just want to make sure that we don't lose any bolts, just T20, and I'm just gonna keep it here. I just use those plastics, all the tools here, not too really, just bracket it, just connected with the camera here. There's the camera right here, and we're just gonna disconnect those 2 wire and some wires down there. Just keep continuing on. So now we're gonna, on the trunk is already open here, just see. So we're gonna go here and let's see. Trunk here, those ones here, it just pops out nice and easy. It's already popped out, just the clips, you see that down there, nice and easy. Here, same thing, just pops out. That's it, it's out already. There you go. We can keep it down here for now. That's it. So now we're gonna remove this panel here and remove the wipers and remove the glass. There you go. So once you remove that cover from here, just 2 clips, 1 clip here, just like that, is already popped out. There's 2 white clips here, it just pops out nice and easy, just like that. And there's one another one side here, and now it's free. So you just have to remove from here. And also the bolts, I already lose it, make it loose. I don't want to lose it. So here's 1 2 up here, just keep my everything here so nice and easy, so I don't have to worry about losing it, so keep it somewhere. Maybe probably it's made it like this way for this one, eh? Oh, awesome. So I'm just gonna remove the wiper, nice and easy, not too much force here. Nice and easy, perfect. And I'm gonna remove that one, wipers out. If you want, you can remove it from here too, make a connection to remove that one. There's a connection point here if you want to remove. If not, then you can just remove the cowl and keep it aside, the whole thing. Hi everyone, so I have already removed the cowl, the covers and the clips here. We will remove the cowl, everything, wipers. There's some clips on the side here that goes here, that clips under here on each side. So it just, kind of like regular cowl. And I'll disconnect the wiper here. And the water connection down here, that's for the wiper that connects here. I just disconnect here. It was just holding down here like that. And also come here, so you can look at here, just kind of pops out. Same thing here on the side. We have one here. On each side it's clipped. Just down here there's a heel hole in the back. Down here probably you can't see here, so I'm trying to see. So it's just nice and easy, not too hard. And we're just gonna keep the wipers, both of them here, attached together, so we don't have to be worried too much. So I'm just gonna give it nice and easy, not too hard. It's Tesla, you never know. Try not to break any parts. Right? So I think it's here. So I'm keeping back everything together so I don't have to lose it. So that's the cover, that's my wiper and the cowl. This one. So whatever you want to do, so like if you are using a cold knife, if you are using a wire or the core tools, it's your choice. It depends on whatever you want to do. Well, whatever you want to do, it depends on every person, right? So it's nice and easy now. Camera is out. We're just gonna remove the cameras and everything, and we'll continue working on this one. So now we're gonna remove here, as you can see, some connection bracket here, and so this is the bracket here. We'll try to disconnect it. Okay, so it's disconnected, and the second wire here, we're gonna disconnect this one too. This one again, this way. So this is disconnected. So as you can see, some nuts here, so we're gonna remove that one, and there's another side here. We're gonna try to remove all the bolts, and we're gonna remove all the brackets and everything, so you guys can see it here. Okay, just be careful, it's so tiny, and it's better if you guys have a magnetic tools. That's better option. If not, then just try to be sure that you are not losing any of them. You just have to be careful, very, very careful. It's so tiny, and sometimes things can goes wrong, right? So here, that's pretty much, and down there's two more down here. So I just don't want my camera dropped. I'm trying to figure out if everything is okay. This one here, 3, and one more. The camera is already starting to coming out. So just have to be sure that we don't want to make it fall anything at all, eh? Otherwise nobody will be happy. Okay, so this camera is out. You just want to push the bracket out. That's it. Okay, so we get the camera, this one out here. So just make sure that we don't break anything, and anything don't drop down here. So there's some more here. So we got one, another nut here. So we're gonna remove that one too with our special tool. I got one Milwaukee down here. Got lots of tools, and so as I can show you the torque and so all this thing here. So tiny, you know, it's much easier. I just bought it on a place from Home Depot. This one, it's Milwaukee, regular stuff. So I'm gonna remove this one also. Let's see how it goes, because I'm replacing windshield, so we gotta remove everything that comes on our way. It doesn't matter, just be careful and be sure that you are doing the right thing. So this one is coming down right here, and in my hand that goes with this one. So I just want to keep this one separately because it goes with the bracket. So everything, it's better to keep it separate, just to make sure, right? This is out here, and this one, there's no screw for those. There's just another tiny one, so tiny down here. This is a tiny 2 screw. So, and you can't even see it. We can just disconnect it. We can do it later in the, just down here. I don't know, like if you can see it. Let's see, like, you see here, like here, and the one here, oh, right there. So we're gonna disconnect this wire first, and we can do that later once the glass is out. Perfect. And there's, I don't know, like some guys, there's, just be careful, there's a wire, that connection that runs from here to here, that goes down all the way. So just be careful what you're doing, like just to see under here. So I don't know if you can see it. I'll try to show you guys. This windshield has already been replaced, so there's, I can't, like, there's so much, like, not too much gap, right? So everything is hanging down here now. I got camera, this one, and this one down here is still sticking. So we're gonna make sure that everything goes well. So now it's time to cut out the windshield. Let's try to make it happen. So we got 2 cold knife here. One is about a 1.5 inch or probably or 1 inch, not too sure. And there's another one that's probably a 3/4 or a half inch. So it's just gonna use this one. If we can make it successful with this one, then we're not gonna use WRD tools. There's WRD tools that we can use to cut it with. By the way, there's with a cord, and we'll try to go with this one first because we got enough space so we can run our cold knife. We get enough space on the top and on the sides, so we'll try our best to make it with this one. If not, then if the things doesn't go well, and still we have a option that we can use the WRD, that tool, cord tools. Let's make it happen. Let's see. I'm gonna start cutting this one, and everything is out as you can see there down there. Everything is hanging up perfectly, and we get our glass here. So our glass is perfectly sitting up here in the rack. So we're just gonna. And there's a, don't forget that there's a down here, there's a connection wire. It's the same thing. And down here, I forget to sew that. There's a connection here, down here. I just disconnected. It goes clipped in there here. Just connection, that's all. Awesome, so we'll continue working on this one. Let's try to make it cut. So let's see if we can cut it through. Nice and easy. Just be sure we're not making any scratches or any dents, and we'll try our best to not make a big sin because it's this stuff. So that's yeah. I'm just gonna go up now. Okay, nice and easy. Okay, I'm gonna climb up here. Okay, now I'm almost in the middle, and see if it's on the side is almost done, but we're gonna run through the longer one also. Here's the longer one. So when you're using a longer one, just be careful on the side panel here, the pillar. Just be sure that your blade is going through it, so you don't want to make any damages on the pillars. It's quite longer blade, that's why. So it's gonna run. Okay. Nice and smooth. Sometimes, like, you know, like we got lots of gap here. So probably like I can't see my blade too, but I'm just making sure that we don't make any scratches or affecting the pillars because there's not enough gap to slide even the blade. Trying our best. Okay, I'm at the bottom. So going up. Here. So up here, when you come, just be careful while you're sliding your cold knife. Just be sure that you're doing very nice and easy, because you see that there's not much gap. So you make an hit here, and boom, this thing is gone. So just be sure that while you're using a cold knife, that you're doing it in the right way. There's a lot of things to care of, and okay, let's see. Okay, there you go. Boom, the glass is out. So we're gonna go on the other side. Here. And still, while you're pulling the glasses, pulling the, what I'm talking about. So, pulling the blade, just make sure you just don't want to dang here, you know? And we'll just want to show you this the right way. We'll try to make it nice and easy. Just making the way with a small blade. So still there's a wire, there's a connection that's coming up somewhere around up here. So just make sure that we're not touching that one. So we just kind of, okay, I'm here now. I'm closing the gap. So just seeing, I'm blocking that thing to not to slide with my fist here. So just nice and easy, turning it here. And I'm trying to make it down at the same time. And I'm forcing just with my, just my fingers. So I want to run it down now at the same time. Perfect. I'm done with this one, so I'm gonna run with the longer one. So still nice and easy. Just be careful when coming at the corner. Now it's so tight. Still, it's my blade is turning now, so just have to make sure that I can like I can go back and try to push it. I can do that too, but I will try to just bring it to show you how can we force at the same time and not making any scratches or dents. Look at that. So we're just gonna turn it nice and easy. That's it. So we don't make any dents, like dent or scratches, whatever, sit in the corner. Most of the time, when the technician are forcing to pull it, so the time you like they're just doing that and bang, they'll just hit it here. Mistake happens, we just have to be careful that what we're doing on, and so we don't want to make any scratches or dents or that affects the customers, their value of the car, right? So. Out. Glass out. So we're just gonna run this tractor down at the bottom. And while we are running this tractor, we just want to be sure that we took care of everything. We don't want to scratch the dash, and we'll keep continuing on that one. Okay, so the water is done. My extractor gun is ready. So while you're holding the extractor, make sure that this part is so hot every time. This part will be so hot. Don't touch it. You see that plastic melting here because of the extractor going up and down. Because of those, it will be so hard. This part, don't touch it, and don't try to touch on the dash or anything with this part. So always try to make sure that you're not touching the dash, and try to make sure that you're sometimes like when there will be a tight space, try to use a longer blade. I do have short blade, but you can. Another thing that we predict, like when you're holding the gun, try to hold extractor, try to hold this way or this way, so you don't make any scratches from this part to the dash. But this part, if you put your finger down there, this part won't make any scratches, and that's how you can go. This part, let's go. And here, when you're pushing it, try to just glide it. Some technician, they do go inside and have a look at it, but once you have a habit to do it, just touch the glass, glide in, make sure that you're not making any scratches on the peeler. So my glass is already cut up there, so I'm just gonna glide it down till up there. So that's it. So I'm going on the other side now. So I'm gonna keep continuing from here still. Same thing, touching the glass, just gliding it slowly, nice and easy, pushing it down, all it down through. So glass is out, perfect. So I'm just gonna keep this thing here. So I'm gonna pull out the glass. You guys wanna see it? Let's try to make it happen.
Itu cara.
I need help. So the glass is out already. So as you can see, we're gonna cut it out nice and easy. So we're gonna cut this thing, and the camera is still hanging up there. So awesome. Now I'm here at the end part somewhere around like this. So I'm gonna put the urethane here. Bisa mati ya bro. Kemudian ke sini semua kan, masuk kanan, kanan kanan, masuk kanan, lalu mati.